Hi guys, I am Pritham Devnath. Welcome everyone to my channel, The Various Dimensions. In this channel, I will try to cover so many topics that are related to our society, our economy, and also various current issues. My today's topic will be covered from the economy. Today, I will try to discuss two topics. One is EKC, and that is the effect of the environmental deterioration on the GDP. I have taken these two topics to discuss. This is because of the reason the importance in the current context or in the current era. Let us start the discussion with the EKC. So before going to the EKC, let us first reveal some current issues or some current problems that are related to our economy and the environment. The balance between the economy and the environment is very much important. But the problem is that today there is a lack of balance in between the environmental degradation and the economic growth. After the 1991, due to the rapid industrialization, the pressure on the environment started to increase, and that causes the continuous deterioration and the continuous pollution on the environment that is today also going on, and thus harming our environment, harming the sustainability of the environment, which will nothing but have a negative impact on the future generations. So through this EKC curve, we will try to know that with the increase in the per capita income, what is the effect on the environmental deterioration. So this is a curve of inverted U shape. So we can clearly understand from this curve that as with the increase in the per capita income, we'll have the environmental deterioration up to a peak point, and when we have reached the peak point, that means when we will have the maximum environmental deterioration. After that, with the increase in the per capita income, there will be decrease in the environmental deterioration. But how much this is justified? Is it matter? Or okay, let me to discuss this with an example. So developed country, which are developed, they're industrialized, they have so many industries, but they promise that when we will be developed, after that we will decrease the pollution. That means strategies like that, first we will pollute and then we will clean it up. But how much they are keeping their promises? The fact is that when they become developed, they just throw the lower quality industries to the developing countries. That means what they're doing, they are not reducing the pollution, they are just shifting those lower developing or lower quality industries to the other countries, and thus they are developed. That means they are just sweeping out those lower quality industries in the other countries, which causes the pollution in the other countries, reducing the pollution in their own countries. But as today we are living in the globalization era, that means we are connected all with each other, so we have to maintain a global environment. So that's why a balance in between the economic growth and the environmental deterioration is necessary. And here the EKC comes, which says that with the increase in the per capita income, the environmental deterioration increase, because at the very beginning we need to set up the industries, and hence we will deteriorate our environment. But when we will have good income, then we will have good technology, then we will have good innovations, then we will reduce the environmental deterioration. But this is near a myth. Now the second topic is the effect or the impact of the environmental deterioration on the GDP. So we say that we need higher GDP, then we will say that if we have good GDP, we are developed. But this is actually not true. If we have low GDP, then also we can be developed. But how this is possible? So I will discuss this in relation with the environmental degradation. As environmental degradation occurs due to so many activities by the human being, which will cause the artificial demand of the so many things in the market, which will force us to buy so many things from the companies, firms, stalls. Let us take an example. Due to the increase in the environmental deterioration, it will increase the demands of the medicines, because if environmental deterioration occurs, that means it will harm the human life. We will be suffered from so many diseases due to the pollution caused by the industrialization. So then we will have need the medical services for and to be secure, we will buy the medicines from the medicine hall or medicine stall, and thus which will cause the increase in the GDP. Thus obviously it is clear that GDP is increasing, but environmental deterioration is also increasing. Due to this environmental deterioration, this GDP is increasing. That means we can say that if we reduce the environmental deterioration, the GDP will start to decrease, but that decrease is sustainable. That decrease will give us a sustainable environment, sustainable economy. So that is here the fact. So ultimately, in the conclusion, I will say that we have to give up that strategy that pollute first and then clean up, because that is totally flawed. We have proof of these from so many surveys also. We may have slow income, we may have low development, but if we have sustainable environment, it definitely matters. It definitely matters for our economy. So thank you guys.